Hey everyone, Allie here. Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of listening to your body and taking breaks from training when needed. If you watched the little intro to this video, you may have noticed that I am not someone that easily gets to that point where I will take a break. Usually I need a coach or a friend or a family member, somebody to speak in and tell me that I need to take a break. But every time that I actually do that, it turns out for the best. I can genuinely say every time my coaches have told me like, hey, you need a day off, I got back the next day refreshed and ready to go. And so I want to talk a little bit about that, and as an athlete, how important that is for your mind and your body. So a little backstory on what I shared at the very beginning of this video. That is a true story, and it basically a verbatim conversation with my coach that happened yesterday. So today is Sunday. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I'm still a little stuffed up, but today is Sunday. And on Friday during work, I had already trained in the morning, just like very light, because I had a private lesson with my coach doing jujitsu. So it was very light. And then I went to go start work and I started feeling really sick. And I let my manager know, and I rested and took some meetings, but basically napped on Friday. And then thinking, oh, well, I already rested on Friday, and so Saturday morning wanting to get up and go train and feeling that need, like, oh, it's Saturday, I don't have to work today, so I can do all these training sessions like I normally do. And I happened to be talking to one of my coaches who asked if I was still sick, and then that conversation ensued that I shared at the beginning of this video. And I ended up resting all day yesterday and waking up today still feeling really stuffed up, but knowing that I felt a little bit better and was able to go to church and everything, and have coffee with some friends after, and feel very grateful that I rested, because I need that. The reasons that I actually would take a break and take a day off, I really don't take days off that often. And so there's just a few things that play into that I want to share. So number one, like this scenario, if I am sick, not just stuffed up, but like if my body hurts, I'm not feeling well, headache, whatever it is, if I'm sick, take a day off. Number two, if I'm traveling and or didn't get enough sleep. Oftentimes when I travel, for example, 2 weeks ago, I had to go on a little trip for work, and I didn't get home until 2 in the morning. I think our flight got in, and I got home and got to bed around 2:30 and had to get up and work the next morning. I wanted to go train. I had been off for a couple of days, but I knew that if I were to show up to Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and try to drill with people, my mind wouldn't be there because I barely slept the night before. So in that scenario, I just lifted, not pushing it, fairly lightly, but I lifted after work. I got to bed early, and then I was back at it on Friday. And that's a very important one for me too, if I'm not sleeping and I'm traveling. The last one. Ever since I first competed, my coaches made me take a whole week off after my fights. And I found that this was a great break for my mind and my body, mostly my mind, because competing can be very, very intense, especially in that situation. And I would always feel like I wanted to go to the gym. In fact, after the second tournament I showed up to the gym on Monday, and my leg was hurt from getting kicked in the leg so much, and my coach was like, go home, because if you show up too soon, yes, you could be injured, but also your body has been through a really intense training camp, and it's been hard mentally and physically, and it's really important to take some time off after that. Maybe reconnect with family, friends, or just connect with yourself. So I think that could apply, not just if you're a fighter, but also if you compete in other sports and you have an intense race, or a playoff games, or the end of your season. It's really good to take some time off after to recharge. Ever since I started doing this, taking a break whenever I was feeling sick, or whenever I was traveling or I didn't get enough sleep, or taking that week off after a fight, I found that I wasn't getting to that burnout phase really at all anymore. So sometimes we get to that point where it's like, oh, I need a vacation. I need like a long break. And fortunately, I never feel like that with training, but sometimes just with life, if we keep pushing, we can start to get to burnout. And I found that if I take those smaller breaks in between when I need it, it really has a big benefit and I don't get completely burnt out anymore. How does this apply to you watching this video? So I just listed a few reasons that I have that cause me to take a break and need a break once in a while. However, for you, the cues that your body gives you to take a break may be totally different than what it is for me. It could be something going on in your family, or it could be something related to work, or maybe you have certain reasons that cause you to take a break from work in itself or your social life in itself. I think no matter what it is that we're doing in life, it's really, really important to listen to our bodies and listen to our minds and know when it's time to take a break and recharge. And this is what has worked for me, and I really hope that this was helpful and you're able to find what works for you. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends, like it, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.